Okay, so in this video, let us discuss Codeforces round 645 division 2. So problem A, it looked very complicated, all these diagrams and all. It was very simple. Basically, there is a rectangular table with n rows, m columns. Each cell of table are squares. And boundaries between the cells are street. External borders are also streets. Every street has length 1. So basically, what is the problem asking us? We have to place lanterns in the middle of the street, and one lamp can light up 2 squares near it. And we have to find the minimum number of lanterns required to light up all the squares, that is, light up the entire rectangle. So if you just look at the input and output, I think you will get the answer. See, if input, that is n and m, is 1 1, we get 1. If it is 1 3, we get 2. If it is 2 2, we get 2. Are you able to find something out of this? Can we say that the answer is n into m by 2 if n into m mod 2 is equal to 0? And the answer is n into m by 2 plus 1 if n into m mod 2 is equal to 1. So actually, I made a mistake in the first attempt. I forgot to make that plus 1 sign. And actually, it was very simple. I simply messed up in a hurry. But this was very easy problem. It looked very complex and all, but it was easy only. So you had to just satisfy that condition. The answer will be n into m by 2 if n into m mod 2 is equal to 0, or it will be n into m by 2 plus 1 if n into m mod 2 is equal to 1. So that was the first one. Now let us look at the second one. Second question was also very big. I hope you have already read the question. If I have to tell the question in brief, there is a grandmother called Maria, and she is organizing some ceremony, and she's calling some other grannies, and those grannies have some value, AI. Every ith granny has some value, and Maria can only call a granny if the current granny value is sorry, Maria can only call a granny if number of people in the event is greater than or equal to AI. So actually you need to read this question. To explain this question, there is nothing actually to explain. If you read it, you'll understand. It is just that some grannies have a value AI, and every time you want to invite a granny, the number of people already present, including Maria, should be greater than or equal to AI. So if you want to look at the first example, initially there is one person, that is Maria. If I call this granny, that is 1, and this granny, I can call both of them because the number of people before calling both of them is equal to the value of this granny. Number of people before calling these both grannies is 1. 1 is greater than or equal to 1, so I'll call both of them. What about 5 4 5? When I call these two grannies, how many people are there? 1 2 and Maria, 3. If I call these 3, how many people will be there? 6. So how can I call them? I can call all these three together. If I call all of them together, then at that moment, the conditions will be satisfied. So I suggest all of you to first of all read this question once by yourself. Just looking at the video might not be so helpful. I shall share my simple solution with you. I just took the input, put it in a vector, put it in an array. And I initially thought I'll use vector and map, but it was not required. I put it in an array, I sorted the array, and just these two conditions are sufficient. I will keep counting how many people are initially in the room, and if the count value is not greater than the current granny's value, I will check this. This is important condition. If I plus 1 greater than or equal to a of I, then I will make count I plus 2. So I will make another video on this explaining the code. If you guys don't understand, you tell me, I will make a video. But this was my solution. Actually, if you try it once, you will feel it was so easy. You just need to try it one more time. So this was my solution, and thanks for watching. Bye.